Hi everyone, my name is Ankita. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm creating this blue jewel toned eyeshadow look. This look was totally out of the comfort zone for me, but I had a really fun time creating it, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Before we begin, please take a second to subscribe to my channel. It helped me out so much. If you want to see me create this look, just keep watching. Okay, so step one is starting off with a primer. So using this Pore Vanishing stick by Estee Lauder, I'm going to blur my pores, especially right here, like my cheekbone under my eye area. That's where I get the most pores. And take my hands and rub it in. Then I'm going to go right into my base. I'm using the Perfecting Skin Tint by Glossier. And I'm using this because I want a light coverage dewy base. Just taking some onto my hand and use my fingers to diffuse this all over my face. And I'm going in with my Stretch Concealer, also by Glossier. These two work so well together, the tinted moisturizer and the concealer. I have a review of me applying and sharing my thoughts if you'd like to watch. So I initially apply it with the brush, and then I'll take my finger and pat it down to blend it into my skin. So next, using my Kat Von D translucent powder, I'm taking this setting brush by Real Techniques to set the concealer that I applied. I'm going to jump right into the eyeshadows, so I'm just going to zoom in. I'm going to start with this Parkave Princess Contour Palette by Tarte Cosmetics. So I use this color called Angle. It's like a bronzy shade. It's a shade that I use to contour. What I'm going to do is apply it on a blending brush like this. This is by Farah. Apply this in my crease. Applying this on my crease and just like winging it towards the end of my eyebrows. It's following the natural curve of my eye. And using windshield wiper motions, just blending this color. Same thing on the other side. So next I'm going to go in with the color Pincurl by MAC. Using a flat shade brush, I'm going to take this color and starting in my inner corners, applying this all over my lid, slightly cutting my crease. And I'm just applying this halfway. So you can see I just applied it halfway. The shade is like a very metallic white purpley color, so it's coming off more purple on camera than it is. It's really more of a white color. Then I'm going to go in with this beautiful color. It's called Moonflower by MAC. It's a frosty shade of blue. It's absolutely beautiful and it pigments so well. So taking an eyeshadow brush like this is by Estee Lauder, I'm going to get as much color as I can onto this brush. Tap off any excess. I'm going to start applying this to my lid. So I'm really just packing this color on. I especially want to pack it on at the outer corners. And bring it into my lid. And as I bring it to my lid, you can see that the blue shade gets lighter. And that's because of this frosty white color I put underneath. So now you can see a gradient from dark to light, even though we only used one shade of blue. I'm being very careful as I approach the crease to not go above where I cut my crease. I'm using this blue and staying within a boundary. I'm going to switch over to this super flat brush that I used to apply that frosty Pincurl shade, the light purpley shade. I'm going to use this to be more precise at my crease. And now at the end, follow that line that I created with my transition shade. I'm going to connect it with the end. So where my lash line ends here, the outer corner of my eye, I just connected it. Now you have this beautiful wing with your eyeshadow. So same thing on the other side. I'm going to follow that line that I created with my transition shade all the way to the end of my brow, and then connect it with my eyeshadow starting from my outer corner of my eyelash ends and creating a line. and then filling in the empty space in between. So taking a napkin, I'm just going to clean up the ends here to make it look neater. Now going back with the blending brush in the transition shade, I'm going to take a little bit and just slowly clean up here so you could see that transition color a little better. So I'm going a little out of order here, but I'm going to do my brows. So I'm using my Brow Envy Too Faced palette, taking the color Brunette, which is a dark brown shade, and I'm going to use that to fill in my brows. I'm going to do this really quick. Okay, now that my eyebrows are done, I can continue. Now, I'm going to take this little dome-shaped brush, take the color I took from my transition shade, Angle. I'm going to put this on my lash line. This is going to bring the look together. So now I'm going to move on to my liner. So I'm using a gel liner for this. I'll take a liner brush, dip it into the gel. I'm going to zoom in so you can see this one clearly. I'm going to create a very light wing. It's going to look super natural. Start here towards the middle of your eyelid and gently bring the liner down towards the end of your lash. You can see I'm creating such a thin line with this gel liner. When I get to the end, I'm winging it slightly and I'm using my blue wing as a guide. So I want it to blend in with the line that the blue eyeshadow creates. I basically just ended the liner there. I don't even want to bring it to my inner corner. Okay, I'm going to try my best to get this even. Now that I have my eyeliner done, I'm going to move on to my mascara. So I'm using this ELF 3-in-1 mascara. This is such a great drugstore mascara. Look how long they made my eyelashes. I didn't even curl them. Now we're going to finish the rest of my face. Taking an angled brush, I'm going with the color Angle. You can tell it's like my favorite shade right now. And start bronzing my face. This is going to look really nice because it's going to tie in the transition shade of my eye. When you're contouring your cheekbones, you always want to go upwards. For my nose, I'm going to take this fluffy brush by Real Techniques, go on with Angle, and I'm going to contour my nose. Start where my eyebrow and my nose meet and bring it down. Put any excess on the brush under my nose. Then I'm going to take the color Enhance, same brush, and tap that along the bridge and on my tip. I'm going to a brush like this. I'm taking the color Enhance and I'm just applying it to areas that I want to highlight. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm using this shade Obsessions to highlight. So taking this brush again, I'm going to apply along my cheekbones. I'm using this for just a soft glow. Take excess and just apply it in my inner corners. And for my last step, I'm going to take this Elizabeth Arden lip liner in the shade Bronze. Gently apply that. Taking my finger, I'm going to blend it into my lips. I'm not using a lipstick. I'm just going to go in with a chapstick. I just used this Cocoa Butter formula by Palmer's. And one last thing, I forgot to do my blush. So I'm using this liquid blush by Estee Lauder. So this is the completed look for today. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I usually shy away from using colors like blue because they're so out there and bold, but I think that experimenting with color is such a fun thing to do. I know a lot of us are staying home, but I think wearing makeup or playing with makeup, experimenting with it is a great way to get your creative juices flowing, especially if you're in a little bit of a funk or feeling uninspired. Practicing makeup skills is a great way to get inspired again. Thank you guys for following along. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!